You've been told your egg quality is declining. Maybe your AMH is low, maybe you're over 35, maybe you've had failed IVF cycles and your doctor said it's your egg quality. And now you're wondering, is it too late? Can I actually improve my eggs? Here's what I want you to know right now. Your eggs are not doomed. I've worked with thousands of women over the past 24 years who were told the exact same thing, and they went on to get pregnant naturally by following the exact steps I'm about to share with you today. In this video, I'm breaking down my proven 90-day plan to improve egg quality. This isn't theory. This is the exact system that I use with the members of my HOPE Fertility Program, and they're getting real measurable results. Now, if you're new here, hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar, also known as the fertility expert. I've spent over 2 decades helping women just like you optimize their fertility naturally, and I'm here to give you the truth about what actually works. Now, before we dive in, I want you to do something really important. Go down to the description right now and download my free guide, The Proven 6 Ways to Improve Egg Quality in 90 Days. This is a comprehensive resource that you can print out, refer back to, and use as your roadmap. It includes everything that we're going to talk about today, plus additional resources and action steps. So pause this video real quick, go grab that guide in the comments, and then come right back so we can get started. Got it? Good. Now let's dive in. First, I want to address timeline. Why 90 days? Well, here's the science. It takes approximately 90 days, about 3 months, for an egg to mature from the time it's recruited from your ovarian reserve to the time that it's ovulated. This is called the follicular development cycle, or follicular genesis. What this means is that everything you do today, the foods you eat, the supplements you take, the stress you manage or don't, the toxins you're exposed to, all of it is affecting the eggs that will be ovulated 3 months from now. This is actually incredible news because it means you have a window of opportunity. You have 3 months to create the healthiest environment possible for your developing eggs. And I've seen this work time and time again. Women who commit to making these changes for 90 days see measurable improvements in their hormone levels, their cycle quality, their IVF outcomes, and yes, their ability to conceive naturally. So let me share a quick story. I had a member in my HOPE program, let's call her Trisha. Her AMH was 0.03. That's essentially what doctors call undetectable. She was devastated, of course, but she committed to the program, made the changes we're going to talk about today, and after 3 months, her AMH was 1.6. It more than tripled. That's the power of 90 days when you know what to focus on. But here's where most women get stuck. They hear improve egg quality and they immediately think, what supplements should I be taking? And yes, supplements matter. We'll talk about that as well. But here's what I see all the time. Women have a shopping bag full of vitamins. They're taking CoQ10, PQQ, NAD, antioxidants, mitochondrial support, you name it, they're taking it. And they're still not getting pregnant. Why? Because they're focusing on the easy thing, taking a pill, instead of addressing the hard things that are actually blocking their fertility. Think about it this way. If your house has a cracked foundation, you don't just paint the walls and hope it fixes the problem, right? You have to repair the foundation first. The same is true with your fertility. If you have chronic inflammation, blood sugar imbalances, gut issues, or toxic burden, no amount of supplements is going to overcome those foundational problems. That's why in my HOPE Fertility Program, we don't start with supplements. We start with investigating the root cause. We look at what's actually going on in your body that's preventing those eggs from developing optimally. And when we address those root causes systematically over 90 days, that's when we see real transformation. So let's talk about the 5 foundational steps to improve egg quality in 90 days. And step number 1 might surprise you because most people don't think about it when they think about egg quality. Step number 1 is balance your blood sugar. Here's why this matters. When your blood sugar is constantly spiking and crashing throughout the day, it creates inflammation in your body. It throws off your hormones, particularly insulin, which then impacts your other reproductive hormones like estrogen and progesterone. So unstable blood sugar also creates oxidative stress, which damages your eggs at the cellular level. And for women with PCOS or insulin resistance, this is even more critical because those conditions directly impact egg quality and ovulation. But here's what most women don't realize. You can have what looks like normal blood sugar on a standard test and still have issues. I'm talking about those subtle spikes and crashes throughout the day that your body is trying to compensate for. Look, I had a member in my program who could not figure out why she wasn't getting pregnant. Her labs looked fine, everything seemed normal, but she was experiencing afternoon crashes, brain fog, and intense sugar cravings. I had her wear a continuous glucose monitor, a CGM, for 2 weeks. And what we discovered was truly eye-opening. Her blood sugar was spiking dramatically after certain meals, then crashing a few hours later. Her body was on this roller coaster all day long. We adjusted her diet, made sure she was eating protein and healthy fats with every meal, and within 3 months, she was pregnant. 3 months just from stabilizing her blood sugar. So what can you do about that right now? First, stop skipping meals. When you skip meals, your blood sugar drops and then you're more likely to overeat or crave sugar later. Second, make sure every meal has protein, healthy fats, and fiber. This combination slows down the absorption of glucose and keeps you stable or keeps your blood sugar stable. Third, reduce processed sugars and refined carbs. I'm not saying you can never have them, but they should not be the foundation of your diet. And fourth, if you want to get really precise about this, consider wearing a CGM for a couple of weeks. It's a game changer for understanding how your body responds to food. In the HOPE program, we help you optimize your diet specifically for blood sugar imbalances, and we monitor how you're responding so we can make adjustments in real time. That's from you using a CGM and us having a conversation to figure out what's going on and then supporting you and guiding you through that process. Okay, number 2 is reduce chronic inflammation. Inflammation is one of the most underestimated factors in fertility struggles. And when I say inflammation, I'm not talking about the acute inflammation you get when you sprain your ankle or get hurt. I'm talking about chronic, low-grade inflammation that's quietly damaging your egg quality, disrupting your hormones, and creating an unhealthy environment for conception. This kind of inflammation often comes from things like food sensitivities, autoimmune conditions, chronic stress, poor gut health, or environmental toxins. And here's the thing, it's often silent. You might not even realize it's there. I had a member, let's call her Jamie, who came to me after multiple failed IUI attempts. She felt fine. She ate what she thought was a healthy diet. But when we did a comprehensive testing, we discovered she had severe nutrient deficiencies and signs of chronic inflammation. We made some targeted dietary changes. She went gluten-free and dairy-free and added in specific anti-inflammatory foods and supplements. Within a few months, not only did she feel better, but she got pregnant naturally. She didn't even need another IUI. Her body just needed the inflammation to come down so it could function properly. So how do you reduce inflammation? First, focus on an anti-inflammatory diet. That means lots of colorful vegetables, especially dark leafy greens, wild caught fish rich in omega-3s, berries, nuts and seeds, and healthy fats like avocado and olive oil. At the same time, you want to reduce or eliminate common inflammatory triggers. For many women, that's gluten, dairy, processed foods, and sugar. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut these out forever, but doing an elimination diet for 30 days can give you incredible insight into what your body responds to. Second, manage your stress. Chronic stress creates cortisol dysregulation, which drives inflammation throughout your entire body. We'll talk more about stress in just a minute, but just know that this is not optimal for egg quality. Third, get good quality sleep. When you're sleep deprived, your inflammatory markers go up. Your body needs that deep, restorative sleep to repair and regenerate. And fourth, consider targeted anti-inflammatory supplements like fish oils, curcumin, and vitamin D, if you're deficient in them. In the HOPE program, we often run comprehensive testing to identify exactly where your inflammation is coming from. Because once we know the root cause, we can address it specifically instead of just guessing. Okay, step 3, and this is a big one, optimize your gut health. Your gut health and your fertility are intimately connected. In fact, I tell my members all the time, if your gut is inflamed, your fertility is suffering, period. And here's why. Your gut is where you absorb nutrients. It's where you produce neurotransmitters and regulate hormones. It's where your immune system lives. And if your gut lining is damaged, what we call leaky gut, or if you have dysbiosis, which is an imbalance in your gut bacteria, it creates inflammation throughout your entire body. That inflammation then disrupts your hormone balance. It interferes with ovulation. It damages egg quality, and it can prevent implantation. I recently worked with a member who had been struggling for over a year. She came to me frustrated because she tried everything, or so she thought everything. When we investigated, we discovered she had significant gut dysbiosis and food sensitivities. We put her on a gut healing protocol, removed inflammatory foods for her, added in targeted probiotics and gut supporting nutrients, and focused on reducing her overall toxic load. She never needed any specific egg quality supplements at all. 2 months into us healing her gut, she was pregnant. Her body just needed to get healthy first. Once we supported her gut health, everything else fell into place. Now, here's something really important that I want you to understand. Your body has priorities. And when your gut is struggling, when you have chronic inflammation, when your systems are out of balance, your body is not going to prioritize reproduction. It's going to prioritize survival. This is why you can have normal hormone levels and still not get pregnant. Your body is sending resources elsewhere because it doesn't feel safe enough to conceive. So what can you do to support your gut right now? Well, first, add in fermented foods. Foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and naturally fermented pickles. These foods contain beneficial bacteria that support your microbiome. Second, take a high-quality probiotic. Not all probiotics are created equal, so you want one that's specifically formulated for women's health and that contains multiple strains of beneficial bacteria. Third, eat plenty of fiber, specifically from vegetables, fruits, and seeds. Fiber feeds your gut bacteria and helps move things through your digestive system. Fourth, avoid the overuse of antibiotics when possible. I know sometimes that they're necessary, but they wipe out your good bacteria along with the bad. If you do need antibiotics, make sure you're actively replenishing your gut bacteria afterwards. And fifth, consider getting comprehensive gut testing done. This can tell you exactly what's going on. Do you have SIBO, candida overgrowth, parasites, low stomach acid? Once you know what the issue is, you can address it directly. In the HOPE program, we spend significant time on gut health because I've seen how transformative this can be. Many members come to me thinking that they need advanced fertility treatments, when really they just need to heal their gut first. Rejuva was designed to support egg and sperm health from the inside out. More vitality, more cellular strength, more fertility potential. It helps unlock better fertility by improving cellular energy, hormone balance, and overall reproductive wellness. Get yours using the link below. Step 4. Detoxify environmental toxins. This is the step that most women don't even know they need to take. And honestly, this could be the biggest thing that you change. We are exposed to thousands of chemicals every single day in our food, our water, our personal care products, our cleaning supplies, our furniture, our clothing. These chemicals are called endocrine disruptors because they literally disrupt your hormonal system. Things like BPA, phthalates, parabens, and pesticides, they mimic estrogen in your body. They throw off your hormone balance. They damage egg quality, and they reduce your ovarian reserve. I'll give you a real example. Just 3 weeks ago, I got test results back for a member of my program. She had tested positive for 20 different environmental toxins. 20. And here's the thing. She thought she was doing everything right. She ate organic. She used glass containers instead of plastic. She bought clean beauty products. But when we dug deeper, we found hidden sources of exposure she hadn't even considered. The air fresheners in her car, the dry cleaning chemicals on her clothes, the flame retardants in her couch, the pesticide residue on her non-organic produce. She was floored. And honestly, I see this all the time. We think we're being careful, but these toxins are everywhere. and they're accumulating in your bodies. So we put her on an environmental detox protocol. This is a gentle, supportive detox, not some extreme juice cleanse. We're talking about supporting your liver function with specific nutrients, helping your body eliminate toxins through proper digestion, and systematically cleaning up her environment. Within weeks, she was feeling better. Her energy improved, her skin cleared up, and more importantly, her body was able to focus on reproduction instead of constantly trying to process the toxins in her body. Now, here's what you can start to do today. First, switch to glass or stainless steel for all your food and water storage. Get rid of plastic containers, plastic water bottles, plastic wrap, all of it. Second, buy organic whenever possible, especially for the dirty dozen list, the fruits and vegetables that are highest in pesticide residue. Third, clean up your personal care products. Go to the Environmental Working Group's website, ewg.org, and use their Skin Deep database to check your products. Switch to cleaner options. Fourth, use non-toxic cleaning products. You can make most cleaning solutions at home with vinegar, baking soda, and essential oils. Or buy brands that are truly clean, not just greenwashed. Fifth, filter your water. Get a good quality water filter that removes chlorine, fluoride, and other contaminants. And then sixth, and this is important, consider getting environmental toxin testing done. This will show you exactly what's in your body so you know what to focus on. In the HOPE program, environmental detox is often one of the first steps that we take because we need to clear the decks before we can start to build a strong foundation for your fertility. Now we get to step number 5, support mitochondrial health and egg quality. Notice I saved this for last. This was intentional because here's what I see all the time. Women think that improving egg quality is only about taking CoQ10 and other mitochondrial support supplements. So they take a bunch of vitamins, but they ignore everything else we just talked about. And then they're frustrated when it doesn't work. Listen, mitochondrial health is important. Your eggs need energy to mature, to fertilize, and to develop into healthy eggs. That energy comes from mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells. As we age, mitochondrial function declines. That's just biology. But here's the good news. Mitochondria can be supported and optimized. However, and this is critical, if you haven't addressed the first 4 steps we just talked about, then taking supplements for mitochondrial health is like trying to fill a bucket that has holes in it. You're pouring in resources, but they're leaking out because your foundation isn't solid. That's why we focus on blood sugar, inflammation, gut health, and detox first. Once those are stable, then mitochondrial support becomes incredibly powerful. So what actually supports mitochondrial health? Well, that's a good question. The number 1 supplement that I like to recommend and that's been researched is CoQ10. This is well researched for improving egg quality, especially in women over 35. It helps protect your eggs from oxidative stress and supports cellular energy production. Other helpful nutrients include PQQ, NAD precursors, vitamin E, selenium, and antioxidants from whole foods like berries, dark chocolate, and green tea. Now, instead of taking all of these separately, there's actually a comprehensive supplement that I helped create specifically for this purpose. It's called Rejuva Eggs, and it's designed to support both egg quality and ovarian health. It includes CoQ10, antioxidants, and all the key nutrients your eggs need in one formula. If you want to check that out, head over to getrejuva.com. I'll leave a link in the description below as well. But here's what I want you to remember. Supplements are powerful, but they work best when your body is already in balance. That's why we take a comprehensive approach in the HOPE program. Let me share one more story with you that ties all of this together. I had a member come to me after 3 failed IVF cycles, 3 retrievals, only 1 genetically normal embryo out of all of them. She was 41 years old with low AMH, and she was told her only option was egg donor. She was devastated, but she wasn't ready to give up. She joined the HOPE program, and we got to to work. We cleaned up her diet. We discovered through testing that she had 8 different environmental toxins at high levels in her system, including BPA, pesticides, and herbicides. We put her on a gentle detox protocol. We supported her gut health. We balanced her blood sugar. We managed her stress with yoga and meditation through our partnership with Fertile Hope Yoga. And then this is one of the most beautiful parts. She got pregnant naturally, without using any one of her precious embryos, without donor eggs, 2 days after getting a puppy, apparently. Life has a sense of humor sometimes. But here's the point. Her eggs weren't the problem. Her environment was. Once we cleaned that up and gave her body what it needed, her fertility came back online. This is what's possible when you take a comprehensive, systematic approach to improving egg quality. So let me recap the 5 steps to improve egg quality in 90 days. 1, balance your blood sugar through strategic nutrition and meal timing. Number 2, reduce chronic inflammation by cleaning up your diet and managing stress. Number 3, optimize your gut health with fermented foods, probiotics, and targeted healing protocols. Number 4, detoxify environmental toxins by cleaning up your home and supporting your liver function. Number 5, support mitochondrial health with the right supplements once your foundation is solid. Now, I know this can feel overwhelming. You might be thinking, Mark, where do I even start? How do I know which of these applies to me? And what if I'm already doing some of these things and it's still not working? That's exactly why I created the HOPE Fertility Program. Because while these 5 steps are universal, the specific way you implement them needs to be personalized to your body, your test results, your unique situation. In the HOPE program, we don't give you a one-size-fits-all. We investigate what's actually going on with you. We run comprehensive testing. We create a customized roadmap, and then we coach you through it step by step over the course of 90 days and beyond. We remove the guesswork. We give you clarity, and we walk with you through the plan to get the results that you're looking for. If you're ready to stop guessing and start getting real answers about what's blocking your fertility, I want to personally invite you to book a complimentary fertility assessment with my team. On this call, we'll take a deep dive into your unique fertility journey. We'll uncover potential roadblocks that might not be obvious, and we'll map out a clear, personalized roadmap to help you optimize your fertility naturally. This isn't a sales call. This is a genuine opportunity to get expert guidance on your specific situation and to see if the HOPE program is the right fit for you. The link to book your assessment is in the description below. Don't wait on this. Your fertility journey doesn't have to be this hard, and you don't have to do it all alone. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this though. Low AMH doesn't mean no hope. Failed IVF doesn't mean you can't get pregnant. Being over 35 doesn't mean your eggs are doomed. It means your body is asking for deeper support, and that support exists. You can improve your fertility. You can feel empowered again, and you can get pregnant even when the conventional system has told you otherwise. There is a way for you to become a mom. The path might look different than what you expected, but it's there. And the first step is understanding what your body actually needs and creating a plan to give it just that. If this video resonated with you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. I put out a new video every week to support you on your fertility journey. And don't forget, go grab that free guide in the description, The Proven 6 Ways to Improve Egg Quality in 90 Days. Print it out, use it as a roadmap. Leave me a comment below and let me know which of these 5 steps you are going to focus on first right now. I read every comment and I'd love to hear from you. Until the next time, stay fertile. There's always hope, and I'm here to help you find it.